したら14回目LA の割やっていきますね。すいません。さあ、風紀犯罪課の裸の街からですね。よいしょ、裸の街ですね。そしてロケーションが今殺人現場からやっていきたい。またちょっと待って、どこだ現場。あの警官知らないかな。
Classy lady, swanky place. It's a shame. Real shame.
何回からだ？ちょっとわからんぞ、俺。まあ多分階段があるってことは上からだな。ああ、オッケーオッケー。
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on?
お、前回の相棒ですね。
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by a cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
自殺の可能性。よし、また下を調べよう。
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
おっと、
The neck is bruised
あ
pretty
ざがだ
badly.
ね。
Bruising on the forearms and these
噛まれてるね。
look like bite marks.
Very good.
指輪。
Very unusual ring.
Could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
まあ関係ないよね。
Circumstantial.
この薬も関係ない。反応しない。ここも反応しない。
like barbiturates.
こんにちは。
ああ、菅井さん、こんにちは。明けましておめでとうございます。今年もよろしくお願いします。L.A. ノワールってやつやってますね、今日。あ、しけった。よいしょ。
明けましておめでとうございます。今年もよろしくお願いします。
ああ、こちらこそもよろしくお願いします。おっと。ジュリア・ランドオルトの1日1回の。ああ、なるほどね。ストーンマン治療所とさせた。ベンゼノリンの処方箋、ドクターストーン。医者がいるとね。処方した。ここはなんもないと。
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
刑事ですか？
そうですね、刑事ゲームですね。推理っていうか、尋問というか、して、こう事件を解決していくような感じのゲームですね。だいぶもう折り返しで、もう少ししたらかな。終わるかなっていうところですね。一応なんかグランドセフトオートとかの会社のゲームですね。ドキドキドキ。どいてくれ。行きたいな、そっちに。カメラマン。ここが今だね。そうです、そうです、そうです。随分顔の厳しい顔だね。おっと。
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
あ、まだあったの。よいしょ、裏側見て。
証拠集めをしているんですね。
ああ、そうです、そうです、そうです。そうですね。
P、
証拠集めをしながら、なんていうんですか、こういう関係してる人を尋問っていうか、そういう調査して、嘘か本当かをこう見極めていくゲームなんですよね。なんだこれは。水ランドリー。脱脂用サイト。洋服の店だね。
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
またかい。だいぶ金持ちな女性だったんだね、多分ね。そしてこういう風な感じで、大
人なゲーム P アクセント
そうですね、
P
結構
って感じですね。
大人の感じですね。あんま子供とか若いはやんないんじゃないかなと思いますね。アクション系が結構少ないんで。こんな無関係なものもあって。で、大体、こう、アイロンがあるな。絶対関係ないんじゃない？あ、待てよ。関係ないね、やっぱね。証拠のものとかね。で、大体こうやったら、発見した、この、家政婦の人にこう話しかけてと、お話を聞いていくみたいな感じですね。
I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
で、こういう風な感じで質問内容があるんで、まあ、質問をしていくような感じですね。
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
で、こんな感じで、まあ、この人の顔を見て、まあ、絶対になんかこう、おどおどしてるじゃないですか。で、まあ、精神的になんか、どうだったって言ってるんですけど、まあ、嘘っすよね。まあ、疑うのもあるんですけど、まあ、証拠がちょっとあるんで、証拠があるんで、多分、このことじゃないかな。
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
で、まあ、あったらチェックがつくんですよね。場面だったらパスがつくんですけど、被害者の生活。まあ、結構地味な、結構ゲームかなと思うんですけど、週に2回。もうこれ絶対嘘ついてるよね、この顔がね。
Men friends, Mrs. Reynolds. Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice.
She was the Virgin Mary sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
で、間違ったらこうなると。くそ。
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
うん、やっぱこいつ絶対怪しい。この女性をなんか嘘つきまくりだよね。
Mrs. Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very
反証するんだったんだね、
今。Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
真剣に見すぎてコメント忘れてました。
あ、はい、大丈夫ですよ、大丈夫ですよ。まあ結構ドラマっぽい感じですよね。でまだあるな、この住居チェックがついて。なんだ、まだ大事な証拠あるのか。
のめり込んでました。わら。
ありがとうございます。結構ストーリー性が、なんていうのかな。事件が結構あるんですけど、全部短編なんですよね。まあ、全部つながってるわけじゃなくて、これは例えばケースがあって、なんかいっぱい事件がある。今回裸の街って。
と思っているのにこれはゆっくり見たいですね。
ちょっと待ってよ。まだなんか証拠。あ、もう終わってんじゃん。ということで、まあ、見終わったんで、まあ、時間もあれなんで。入れねえよな、もう。入れる？ごめん、なんか、証拠忘れて。ちょっと固まるな、君たち。ジャンプするな、カメラマン。この部屋ではねえな。この部屋は見たな。ここもないな。また来るからかな。まあ、死体現場もないな。 ないな。あと今。ないな。気のせいか。こっちは。あ、ないな。オッケー。ここだな。次は医者のとこだな。上なんかあったんかな。ああ、これまた来るパターンなら多分。よし、いいや、行こう。まあ街並みがこんな感じでと。オープンワールドですね。ごめん。
Can you drive to this one?
お、とんでもねえとこ走ってくるな、お前。あ、待てよ。なんかあったな。
LA の話です。
ああ、そうですね。ロサンゼルスの話ですね。ハリウッドが舞台になってますね。これだな。モルヒネ。
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
なるほど。早く見落とすこと。これで消えたね、完璧に。ロサンゼルスが舞台ですね。1940年代、戦後ちょいぐらいした時代ですね。で、この主人公、元軍人みたいな。
You're behind the wheel.
あった。
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast.
車が古いなと思いました。
そうですね。完璧に古いですよね。
Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both.
戦後少ししたぐらいの時で、戦争シーンとかも若干ちょっと出てきてたりするんですけどね。で、自分でも車できるし、こうやって運転してもらって、ファーストトラベルみたいな感じで、もうできるんですよね。で、最初が刑事じゃなくて、巡査っぽい、普通のおまわりさんから始まって、刑事に出世して、
でも良いですね。P、アクセント、P。
雰囲気いいですよね。で、刑事に出世して、次が殺人課の刑事に出世して、今、風紀課の刑事に出世して、で、最後、放火課っていうのがあるんですよね。で、今もこの風紀課が、ラスト2ぐらいのケースになってるって感じですね。で、こんな感じで一箇所ずつ調べていったら行く場所と関係者が出てきて、それを潰していくような感じですね。よいしょ。したら目的地はここか。ちげえな。
なるほど、昇進していくんですね。
そうです。やべ、見てなかった。絶対違う。あれ？ここか。いいんだよな。ああ、ここだな。オッケー。 こを見てと。これじゃねえな。あ、これだやっぱ。あ、ストーンマン505。
Here, Stoneman, Office 505.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work.
今この風紀犯罪家っていうところにいるんですよね、この主人公は。おっと出た503、ここだな。
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll,
そろそろ出かけてきます。続きが気になるのでアーカイブ見ますね。
ああ、了解です。すいません。ありがとうございます。また今年もよろしくお願いしますね。
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
はい、よろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。被害者との
How
関
well
係。
did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
なんかなかった。処方箋があったよね。なわけねえよね。
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
OK。してまあ、こいつは怪しくもないな。そして次が服屋さん。
I'm stumped. Ideas?
I say we check out the dress shop. The old boy's lying.
嘘つきかあいつは。
I don't know.
根拠がないのに嘘つきってやめてほしいね。
You said she was dead.
ずっと相
Stranger
方
action on half of the death of a young patient.
もうちょっと前に止めてほしいね。
You can drive.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
よいしょ。そして服屋さんですね。
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Isn't that the cop that caught the guy that's pretending to be dead?
Stuff only. こっちかい。
I'm at a loss.
We need to have words with the owner. Find out what kind of...
ああ、出た、停止、停止、停止、停止、停止。
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
まあ、嘘ついてないよね。
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
まあ、嘘つかんのもね、この人はね。
Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Mr. Henderson.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
という感じで電話があるね。電話を入れよう。そしたら。
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
ということで、ハリウッド警察病院に行きましょうと。
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Okay.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. Cop out of you yet.
Mm-hmm. よいしょ、つきましてと。無視。ずいぶんなとこにあるな、おい。
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
Okay.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
殺人に関連事件ね。
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. You're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
ああ、なるほどね。2人分の1人だったんだ、こいつが。黒いんだけど。
Sorry, I don't play.
悪いが吹け
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
出されて、こっちだね。ハリウッドポリスステーション。ハリウッドポリスステーション。第2ルーム、セカンドルーム。セカンドルーム、ルーム1、スタッフ。もうちょっとこっちだな。
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
セカンド、なんだ、インタビュールーム2、こっちでしょ。インタビュールーム2、こっち。インタビュールーム2。こっちか、右か
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
あれ
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara?
あ、こっちか。OK。
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Okay.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled.
微妙なとこだね。直感使ってみよう。
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck on the shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
It will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
なんか言ってたよね、これ。ある日ね、家政婦がなんか喋ってた。なんか落としてるな。
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah.
ああ、違ったか。
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
絶対違うでしょ、これ。この顔。
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn.
あ、名刺ね。ああね、社長さんともいいか。まあ、こいつ怪しいけどね。
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
OK。して尾行を始めますか。
He's in that car at the lights.
随分いい車だな。で。
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
お、警察官のこと。痛いって。ひでえな、おい。
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cat like Arnett to be a better liar.
OK。ごめんなさい。ぶつかってる。OK。
Where are you taking us, Henry?
車が一本挟んでんだな。ちゃんとウインカー出てる。すげえ。近いかな。OK。ごめんなさい。
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at...
おっと。
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what's going on. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
尾行を続けると。あら、ちょっと邪魔だよ。転倒してるから。オッケー。あ、マジで？なにー？それかい。客に盗まなきゃいけないから、パスコで。よいしょ。
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Perfect, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
あそこ、あっち側行ったら隠れるとこ少ないからな。あ、ごめんちゃい。あれ、こっち渡ってくんのか。あ、やっぱそっか。渡ってきて。 振り向くなって。いけいけいけいけいけ、曲がった曲がった。
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
なんでよ。巻かれてねえだろって。イラつくなぁ。最初からって言うのよ。いやー、こっからか。意地悪だな。
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack.
Okay.
Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
どうせこっち来るんだべや。マサさん、どうもっすー。いやいや、終わりが、やばいやばいやばい、ちょっと待ってください、ちょっと待ってくださいね。なんなんだろう、やっぱ、なんか承認のなんかあるのかな、やっぱ。イライラして。なんで、もうちょっとだったんじゃないか、あそこ。
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please.
高飛びするつもりだな、こいつ。
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be. LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir, to Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City, tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God, it's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Our net only got 600 clams.
Jerry. OK。お、電話だね。電話がある。 なんでこの電話遠いのこのシチュエーションで。ひどいな。あったあったあった。
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective.
して処理に戻りましょう。
Arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard, with Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks.
よいしょ。また戻るのが遠いじゃないか。痛い。OK。
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
一緒に戻ろう。やっぱ1は1時間かかるな。
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox. Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
これでまずこれだな。OK、ここ行こう。
You know the way. You can drive.
よいしょ。
Nice house.
よいしょ。肌水は。
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
はい、すいません。
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
よいしょ。盗難品の詳細。
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
なわけないべな。
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
シガレットケースが違うんだよ。
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied?
Are you satisfied?
My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Okay. 窃盗事件の。
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
まあこの顔は信用できる。
You were in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your value.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
What did you find?
A sapphire ring and the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
ってことって自分で運転しなきゃいけないね。ああ、ネットの住所。ああ、やっぱそうなんだ。ちょっと待ってよ、さ、地図がね、GPS がねえんだよ、これ。ずいぶん遠いな、おい。よいしょ。
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And
い
Randall
や、あ
was
のフィアンセ
obviously
がも
his
う完璧に
partner.
怪しいよね。
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What is socking it, sister? You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
で、こんなとこ、あ、なんかこんなとこ来たこと記憶があるぞ。まあ、住宅開発現場なんだ。
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K come in. 11K message from Detective Bukowski. Murder victim Jimmy LeBlanc's record shows he most often worked with an accomplice. Caucasian male, approximately 6'2", 220 pounds, heavily built. He has...
なんだおい。Really? もうちょっといけるか。 危ない。おう。そうだね。よっしゃ。危ない。小道を左に。
I don't hear a siren, Phelps.
もう一歩行けるな。遠いな、おい。危ない危ない、ごめんなさい。何さ。あ、ごめん。あ、事故って。オッケー。ごめん、警官。同業者ごめん。遠いんだよ。オッケー、来たね。ああ、このアパートか。
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Okay. 何？
Stop! LAPD! Cole, this guy's our case.
Go on, get
Put your hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD!
Exit.
Don't make me chase you!
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop.
How'd you get back here? Under your own steam, miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
ああ、ニューメキシコですね。
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
Okay. そしたら君たち。
Any ideas? We
集
know
団
all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
何言ってんだって。
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
さあ。窃盗集団だべ、確か。ああ、マジ違うのこれで。ああ。
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
これも嘘だ、絶対ね。
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her.
風邪ひいたの？
Made it look like suicide.
ああ、わざとです。いや、なんかそうなんですよね。急になんか。あ、さっきすいません、なんか読まれてなかったみたいで、申し訳なかったですね。ちょうど尾行してるとこに。なんか鼻水があれなんですよ。これどうせお前高飛びしようとしたんだべよ。
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't
昨日の夜は定期っぽかったのにね。
そうですね、昨日、ああ、D ジョン見つけてくれたんですね。そうですね、なんか、いや、えらい時間までやってて、だいぶ寝ましたね。2時ぐらいに起きました。寒い、風邪ひいたのかな。
Who is Henderson and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you.
この男は裏切ったんだな、多分。
There is no Henderson.
寝る寸前につけてそのまま寝てたからわら。
ああ、そうだったですね。ありがとうございます。すいません。
And don't lie. I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
だいぶ PVP できるように揃ったんで。じゃこれこそこれだべよ、お前。盗品してるんだべよ。
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the
すごい時間までやってたよね。
そうですね。今日も休みなんで、あれだったんで。しかも終わった後、そうですね。ちょっと起きてて、寝たら多分5時近かったと思うんですよね。そして8時に起きて、ちょっとやってまた二度寝してしまいましたね。久々に二度寝しましたね。この時間に来た。
Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
OK、捕まえたぞ、これで。して、オーマンのあいつか、結局あいつか。やっぱくせえやつか。OK。
You're behind the wheel.
I guess the wedding's off. He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack. So how does the doctor fit in? That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pace. I've had worse. You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor. Next time you can take the runner, Roy. I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I? I should have never told you that.
結局医者のとこに来たと。やっぱ1時間ぐらいかかるな。この OK。 やっぱ先生に自白してもらうと困るな。絶対最初から欲しかったな、あいつ。行くぜ。お前だ。ほらよっと。
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her.
Wow, I don't know that.
I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
なんでそんな泣くとなると好きだったんだろう、先生。
Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
そしてウィリーが出てくるから。
Let's try and wrap this up then.
OK。長いなこの1話。DLC か。
That old boy really fell for that broad.
やっぱそうだね。
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like
君の車じゃない。
as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
You know the way. You can drive.
OK。
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica. Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Cole. You hear that?
聞こえたね今ね。おお、ブルースのハープ。
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
行くぜ。登ったんだなお前は。また B 級アクション。おろっと。待て。いけ。どこ？こっちか。
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Wait the son of a bitch.
登れってことか。あ、登れないんだ。バカ野郎。オートエイムじゃないんだこれ。これじゃ上がれないか。ヘッドショット。
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain.
エロジジイでしょお前。
She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
ということで、このショー終わりかな。証拠が1個生まれてた。質問は3つ失敗。そして風紀殺人家が風紀犯罪家が次でラスト。長かった。長いなおい。もう1話やっていきますね。2話ぐらいがちょうどいい時間かな。
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Okinawa.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
すごいな、やっぱ行動一つでショックなんだね。そして明白なる運命ですね。これが風紀犯罪家のラストですね。
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef. Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place. We already cleared that up. Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Okay, モルヒネ11クラブを動作すると。
So I gave him a dusting. God damn it. We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
咳がすいません。こっちか。
You can drive.
よいしょ、ロケーションということで、ここだね。
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Okay.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. Get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
ということで、現場を広いな。
Pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
うん、ただの痛いね。関係なさそう。ゴミかい。
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
絶対関係ないでしょ。 マッチ。今回マッチ関係ない。
Well-maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
なんかあるんだな。おお、びっくりした。
Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
ああ、なるほどね。麻薬か。ブルールームジャズクラブね。
We should follow up on the musician angle. He kept his stash close at hand.
モルヒネか。まあ大体こういうのはね、もうこう背広なんだよね。モルヒネ。
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
よいしょ。関係ないと思うけど一応、腕は関係ないね。もちろん関係ないね。広いな現場が。あ、壊しちゃった。タバコ
？Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
ほう。
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
なるほど。
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
あ、更新されたな。そしたら人に聞こうか。
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
暗い。
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
その顔つきはもう完璧な疑わしいわ。
I want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He gave us some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
瞬きがない。あ、一回あったけど回数が少ない。
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help.
Okay.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
ということで、まあいいんじゃないここ。何も更新されないな。あ、こいつだべ。あ、ないの？いいの？出てって。
Just when I think I've seen it all.
あら、これも見てなかった。
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
なんもないのかい。
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
.こんなもんか。OK。ということで、あ、OK。来た。フレーム、こっちにしこう。ジャズクラブ。
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
よいしょ。お。
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
いやいやいや、何言ってんのって話で
You
しょ。
can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
いやいやいやいや。何言ってん
The
の
only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't.
声が随分渋いな。
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Pico 高だな。やべ、同じような車が何個もある。あれか。タバコ吸いながらは難しい。あ、ごめん。よし。ショートカット。近いか。近いね。
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
え、バレるんじゃない？これで言ったら。
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
マジで。ほほほほ。つけられてたみたいな。振りここに来て。
LAPD. We're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Igabiva along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
なわけねえべな。ほら、目そらした。
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Okay.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
こいつらがやっぱ黒幕っぽいな。
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
ロサンゼルス湾曲名前はちょっと手がかり見ないと分からんです。まあ適当に押していくしかねえな、分からんだ。ケルソチゲか。
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Go!
Thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Say, could I borrow some of that mascara?
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
Okay.
Family born without a tail.
Officers need help at 1384 Bronson. 1384 North Bronson. Shots fired. Units to handle identified. Code 3.
ひでえな。もうひでえぞこれ。いたな、そこにトンプソンってやつ。おーっと。え、マジでえ、マジでそんなにあれなの？鬼だなこのゲーム。ちょっとここ。あ、いえいえいえ、ダメダメダメ。なんか方法ねえな。
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
OK、登れる。
Move, I've got you. LAPD, drop the gun now.
OK。甘いぜ。オートエイムさすが。そんな打ち込んでないぞ。アルバロ217番線、ハリウッドサンセット12 CLD サイン。狙撃犯の手帳。うん。うん。あとトンプソン。
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant. You're just a plain detective now, Chico. Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Cool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
いや、その顔ダメでしょ、お前。
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
いやいやいやいやいや。さっきの手帳があるないか。
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
Buying a story?
Not for a minute.
おっと電話があるね。テクテクテクテクテクテクテク。
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
ジャック・ケルソを取り調べると。っていうことは、もうここには用がないパターンだね。ロケーション。じゃあ。
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
You know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
それはダメだわ。ケルソー君。
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I think it's sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
それは違うわ。
You're not a good liar, Jack. I know you want to help your guys, but this has gone too far.
If you believe I had anything to do with the theft of the BARs, or the morphine for that matter, I suggest you produce some evidence. I've had enough of this. You're wasting my time.
マジで？ミスった。
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, 1個欲しい。
Just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged today? Talk about tension. That was like being trapped with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
They just walked up and shot the man.
Oh.
2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It'll work.
ジャンプするぜ。あ、ジャンプできなかった。あ、マジで。
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer.
あ、邪魔。
Getting close and steer him off the tar. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims.
マジそれ。あー、マジか。OK さてさて
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them. Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We need to get to those guys
これと
fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
また同じやつか。あ、新聞紙落ちてる。つまりその前に。あ、これダメないんだ。
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie horde, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
あー、なるほどね。ほうほうほうほうほうほう。まあ、この相棒もな、裏があるわな。よし。
What now?
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
Hayato という勉曲。
You're behind the wheel. They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
マジか。いや、そんなとこ行ったら倒れるに決まってんじゃん。Okay. Okay.
Find some cover.
Okay.
Here to help.
詰めろ詰めろ詰めろ詰めろ。
Stay in cover.
Okay. こいつか。ん？生きてんじゃん。
Tell Courtney. Bad luck.
生きてんのにこれやんの？
It was worth a try. God.
安らかにって言っときながらお前。Polar bear. Polar bear.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
内ポケット見れないなこれ。いや顔はないべ。ないんだな。関係ない。スタッフオンリー。マネージャー。ないね。いや、ポケット見れないの？内ポケット。やっぱ光るね。川でしょ？やっぱないんだな、やっぱ。ちょっと見回るか、やっぱ。あれ、さっき開かなかった、ここ。こいつは関係ない。お、あ、やっぱペケンってきた。あ、はい。あった。後編、シェルドマン会合、ノーストラム。あ、これが次のやつ、多分。
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
まあないな。
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys.
こんなもんだな。
They get wrapped up in this thing.
一応、
Not
あ、
everyone
入れない
has
か。
unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
ちょっとロケーションで、ちょっとこれ気になるんだ。会話5色前で。ちょっとここ行こう。
Beautiful day. Hope we have
お前が運転してくれ。
You know the way. You can drive. You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Can you drive to this one?
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
おっと
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
危ない。
It's no good. We need to get closer.
ない。
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
ほらやった。まだ行くの？
It's no good. We need to get closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
ほらやった。
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
OK。まあまあまあまあ。あ、これだけか。で、こいつ。まあ、狙われたやつだもんな。よし。して、次が、最後か、介護場所かな、これだ。行くぜ。
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Kill these red bastards.
おお、相棒。
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Nice. 危ねえ。
Give me some space here.
Find some cover.
OK。
Stay in cover. They're making a run for it after them.
OK。 まだ来たんだ。あら。ナイス。もう味方グイグイ行くな。 危ねえ。
Get in cover now.
OK。
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
APL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
してロケーションで警察署で運転を頼もう。
You can drive.
What do you say? Whew.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm that close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
よいしょ。でケーブルについてきてた。
There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was
第2
okay.
セカンドルーム。インタビュールーム。1。いや、毎回迷うんだけど、このインタビュールーム。こっちだべ。あ、オッケーオッケーオッケー、いたいたいた。
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can
じゃん。
try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
直感。
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
ってことはあれでしょ、手帳に断殺さが書いてるから、そういうことでしょ。
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
やっぱそうだ。
Cohen is hitting our old. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, detective.
やった。
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
これだよな。さっきベネット死んだ時言ってたよね。コートについてなかった。
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
ベネットの告白でしょ、多分。
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
そうだね。
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
ああ、何こいつらなんかもう回しもんかい。なんか裏でやられてんでしょ、多分ね。
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery.
ああ、
A
違う
criminal
か。
cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure.
ああ、やっぱあれか、ジャズバーナル
How
と
could you do it, lad?
不倫してるような感じでもあれたんだ。
Consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of
ああ、
publicity, Phelps.
相棒に売られたんじゃない
Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
?そんなプライベートなことあれだよな。事件とは関係ないよな。
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
本当にや。
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what it has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
え、マジで言ってんだこれ。なるほどね。どういうことなんだろう。まあいい。惜しい。1個まずかった。降格です。クリア。トロフィー解除ですね。よいしょ。じゃあこれはキリがいいので、今日はこれで終わりたいと思いますね。次のまだ現場のところで行ったら配信終わりたいと思います。ガス工事の男。いわゆる次が放火特捜課ですね。まあ、あと大体あと6個ぐらいかな、事件も。それで L.A. ノワールは多分コンプリートかなと思います。あと3回ぐらいかな。さあ2回だから。今回長かったな。2時間半ぐらいやってんじゃないかな、多分。
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to
4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Get out! ということで、次の現場行ったら終わりたいと思います。ソーヤの家の火災を調査する、ステファンデの火災を調べるということで、現場で行きたいと思います。建物がだいぶ変わったね。ほほ。まあ、車も多分オンボロになったんだろうね。クラシックだけどかっこいいけどね。よいしょ。ロケーション。まずここだね。ここ行って今日はおろう。
You know the way. You can drive.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Look somewhere else.
いや気になるね。けどあれ本当に不倫なのかね。なあ、家がかわいそう。
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one?
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steppin's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
よいしょ。ということで、風紀犯罪課が終わりましたんで、次は火災特捜課ですね。をやっていきたいと思います。このカードで多分最後になると思うんで、残り多分3回ぐらいになるかな、2、3回になると思うんですけど、そしてまたよろしくお願いします。それでは配信終わります。ありがとうございます。